KLW, a division of Bell Media, the #1 station in Windsor, Essex. It's 7 o'clock.
21 degrees in Windsor, Essex. A heat warning is in effect. Expect plenty of sunshine today. The high at 32 or 90 Fahrenheit. I'm Ricardo Vanessa, AM 800 News. Our top story this hour, police are investigating a stabbing in downtown Windsor. As AM 800's Gord Bacon reports, it happened in the middle of the day yesterday.
Police say a 36-year-old man is in custody, and a 52-year-old man has been taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after a stabbing incident. It happened on Olette Avenue in front of the Enwyn Utilities building around 2 p.m. Saturday. Police say both men are from Windsor and are known to each other. Investigators are still trying to uncover the motivation behind the attack. Gord Bacon, AM 800 News.
As you heard off the top, Environment Canada is out with a heat warning for much of southwestern Ontario. Hot, humid conditions are expected today and into tomorrow and maybe even Tuesday. It's the first heat event of the year. Environment Canada's David Phillips says tomorrow could see records set.
Monday, forecasted high of 33 degrees. That could be a record. The record on Monday for that date, June the 12th, would be 33.3 back in 1954.
Phillips says things should cool down by the middle of the week, but in the meantime, he recommends you stay hydrated and stay in a cool place. A 15-year-old who benefited from an organ transplant is trying to raise awareness and some money for organ donations. Caden Blair took a walk from his home in Essex to the Met campus of Windsor Regional Hospital with friends and family yesterday to help raise funds for the local Ronald McDonald House. His mom, Tammy, says it's the second time he's done the walk.
His whole soccer team's doing it with him, so and lots of friends and family, so it should be fun. And hopefully we'll promote organ and tissue donation and raise some funds for the Ronald McDonald House.
The walk takes about 4.5 hours. Well, at the Met campus, the cardiopulmonary testing lab waiting lounge is carrying a new name. It's now named after Kathleen Strachey. She passed away in 2014 from a lung infection after suffering a heart attack a couple of years earlier. Her husband, Carl, says their family wanted to give back.
She's such a special person. Going back to when our first child was born, it was nothing all about family. She was the perfect den mother, and she looked out for the family, and all through her life, there were no other priorities except her family.
Kathleen spent 230 days in hospital before she passed. And a big award for a Sandwich Secondary School student, Sumaya Musba, won top spot in the Imagine Culture photo contest for her photo titled Levitation. Musba is a Muslim and took the photo in the bedroom of her grandmother, an Orthodox Christian, calling it a balance between the best of both worlds. AM 800 News Time, 7:03. The forecast, sports, and the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show still to come on AM 800.
Get up close and explore that move. Build and protect our community. Saturday, June 17th. Meet a machine at the WFCU parking lot. Presented by the City of Windsor Children's Services and Ontario Early Years Centres. Give your children the opportunity to reach out and touch up to 50 specialty vehicles, including construction equipment, military trucks, bucket lift trucks, and more. Plus, admission is absolutely free. It's the Meet a Machine Community Literacy Event, Saturday, June 17th. Brought to you by Ontario Early Years.
And now the forecast from the AM 800 Weather Center. Sunny and maybe a bit gusty. The high up to 32 or 90 Fahrenheit again. There is a heat warning in effect for the region. Still windy at times into this evening and still warm as well. The low down to 22. For tomorrow, sunny, the high at 33 as you get back to the work week. Right now in Windsor, it is 22 or 72. The Tigers tamed at Fenway. Sports is next.
Put some passion in your ride.
Hey, it's Lindsay Belanger from Tilbury Auto Sales and RV. You need to get into a summertime state of mind. It's summer here all year. Get out on the road, make some waves, or follow your own trail, and start by stopping in at Tilbury Auto Sales and RV. Boats, pontoons, wave runners, scooters, side-by-side, UTVs, ATVs, dirt bikes, motorcycles, toy haulers, travel trailers, fifth wheels, RVs, cars, vans, SUVs. Stop by our location off number 2 and 401 in Tilbury.
AM 800 Sports, Chris Sale versus Justin Verlander, and it was Sale coming out the winner as the Boston Red Sox topped the Detroit Tigers 11-3. Joe Castiglione with WEEI has the call on Mitch Moreland's 2-run double in the bottom of the 7th, giving the Red Sox the 5-3 lead.
Soft hold is ready, and the pitch And he swings and lines one to left field. Lefty going back. He jumps. It's over his head. It short hops the wall. It bounced halfway to the infield. Pedroia scored. Here comes Bogarts. 2 runs cross the plate on a 2-run double by Mitch Moreland. And the Red Sox lead it 5-3.
The Tigers have a chance to avoid the sweep tonight. The Blue Jays had just 4 hits, but that didn't stop Toronto from grabbing a 4-2 win in Seattle. Justin Smoke hit his 18th homer of the season, while Ezekiel Carrera and Kendrys Morales also went long. Game 6 of the Stanley Cup final goes tonight. The defending Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins could win their 2nd Cup in a row, leading the series 3-2 over the Nashville Predators. Puck drop in Nashville is set for 8 o'clock. A close one for the Windsor Clippers, losing 13-12 on the road to the Orangeville Northmen. Andrew Garrett led the Clippers with 4 goals and 4 assists. And a 0-0 draw for Windsor TFC and the visiting Toronto FC3 at Alumni Field in League One Ontario play. That's sports. You have the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show next on AM 800.
Dan can't see the difference, but not all tires are the same. Only Dan's Ford tire expert can help find Dan the right set of tires based on Dan's vehicle, Dan's driving habits, and Dan's local conditions. Plus, they won't be undersold on Dan's tires. And unlike some garages, they'll give Dan a one-on-one consultation, because when service is personal, Dan doesn't accidentally get something meant for Danny, Daniel, or Danielle. When it comes to your Ford, be sure to be like Dan. Visit your local Ford store or fordservice.ca for details.
Chances are your home is the most valuable thing you'll ever buy, and the most valuable thing you'll ever sell, too. Don't make important real estate decisions on your own. Get advice you can trust. Listening to the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show, an advertising feature on AM 800. Here's your host and broker owner, Dan Gemus.
Good morning, everyone. Glad to be with you this morning in studio. With me is Kathy Talbot, Stephanie Tripp, sales reps with the Dan Gemus team, and Andrew Paper, our media and marketing manager, with us as well. And lots to talk about on the show this morning. We're going to talk about a whole new thing starting in real estate mostly in the GTA area. It's called an escalation clause. Not an escalation, an escalation clause. And it's really got people talking in the industry. Some good, some bad, mostly not so good. So we'll tell you about what that escalation clause is, what it means, and how it could affect you if you're a buyer or a seller. We're also going to talk about some various money-saving gadgets that will pay for themselves in your household. We're all about saving money, aren't we?
Absolutely.
We all love saving money.
You're going to talk about another gadget. Did you notice those gadget things are what everybody's talking about right now?
I know. Isn't that funny?
It is funny. Huh. And you got to buy them. Whereas we used to just play with
you can steal
pens,
them,
change in your pocket,
yes.
all the things that drive me crazy. Now they have actual gadgets.
Yeah, you cannot click your pen with Kathy in the room. It gets very ugly very fast.
Yes. Unless you want to lose your pen.
If we have our team meetings, and someone's clicking the pen, you see Kath's gaze of death. Just across the room.
Have
you experienced that yet, Steph?
I've not.
Stephanie has not experienced Kathy's gaze yet.
Andrew
here's
sure
a pen.
has.
Here, catch the pen, Steph. Try it. And so, yeah, Stephanie one day will experience Kathy's gaze. It is not good. It's because we've all been trained to put our pens down.
Yes, everybody's
meetings.
learning. I love it. Thank you, Andrew.
But where was I this week? I was in a meeting, a very high-ranked meeting with, I know, it was massively, not really, but I was in a meeting, and there was some people in this room, and one of the gentlemen was clicking his pen like crazy. I wanted to jump out of my seat and take it out of his hand and throw it across the room.
See?
But he was literally doing this.
During the whole meeting?
During the meeting.
He doesn't realize he's doing it.
Obviously, he was nervous about something.
Yeah. Well, it's just a habit. That's all. It's just a habit.
I know. But, so yeah, that was that. What else is beautiful weather? Have you been gardening, Kat, this week?
I have been living in my garden every chance I get, and I'm tired and sore, but I love it. Huh. It's really coming together. I had the best surprise yesterday.
You did?
I had the best surprise yesterday. My daughter and my son-in-law showed up with their gardening gloves and their work clothes on, and they worked all day helping me in the garden. It was
Wait
a
sec.
surprise.
This is Dr. Brian?
Yes.
Dr. Brian Blake.
Yes, who does everything, of course. And he trimmed my bushes for me,
Look
and they
at that.
pulled weeds, and they dug, and they hauled mulch, and they were sunburnt and hot and sweaty, and I just didn't care. I hugged them anyway.
I actually meant to call Dr. Blake and Danielle this past weekend. We got a phone call from their office over on Howard that my sunglasses are ready.
Oh,
so I'm extremely excited. If you were listening to the show the last couple weeks, our car got ransacked at home overnight, and my sunglasses, my prescription sunglasses, were stolen. And so, of course, I had to call Dr. Blake's office and say, I need a new pair, please. They were just like a couple months old. Need a new pair, please.
I know, and
kept
if you're
saying to
used to
Danielle,
wearing sunglasses, it's impossible to go without them.
And,
Yeah.
you know, oddly enough, I don't wear them that often. I don't wear them as often as I should.
Oh.
Because I'm lazy. I don't want to switch my glasses up. And, of course, when I don't have them, I want them, right? I'm like,
Yes.
to have sunglasses right now would be fantastic.
I know,
It's
and
taking forever, but...
I have forgotten mine sometimes in my own car when I'm in my husband's car,
Sure.
my husband's truck, and I'll just wear like one of his extra cheap pair that he's got hanging around. And of course, they're not prescription, right? So I might as well not even have them on because it's brutal.
Unbelievable.
Can you just toss a pair of sunglasses over regular glasses?
Yeah, I've done it when I've really had to. Yes, I've done it. Yeah.
I think they make some
they
that,
don't
like...
fit right.
But they make some that you can... Like
Oh,
some
the little
things,
shield
little
things?
shield things,
They
right?
only fit on some glasses, yeah.
Well,
Not
Dr.
as good
Blake
as the
should
real
invent
thing.
something that, fits on every glass.
Well, they have the ones that fade, like they turn in. Like
Yes,
tint.
but those are
Transitions.
Transitions, yeah. Have you
I've
ever had
tried them. I don't like them.
No, my dad has them too, and they're kind of he's not a big fan of them.
No, because once you go inside, they take quite a while
Yeah.
to fade back to natural glass. And so I'm stumbling around trying to figure out my phone, my code on my phone or whatever. And
Open doors.
I don't
Coworkers
like
think
them.
you're drunk.
Show real estate. Yeah, like what's going on with Kathy? Holy moly. What else? Yes,
Full moon. You got to talk about the moon because it's my favorite thing in the world.
A full moon.
It's fabulous.
Did you sleep in the gazebo last night?
No, but I could have.
Did you have a nap in the gazebo this week?
Hey, don't tell all my secrets.
I love your gazebo. I could just spend
I
all
love
day
my
in that
gazebo. Well, my
with the
husband
frogs.
has allergies.
Yes.
Hay fever.
Yep.
And when he was working, he was always gone this time of year. So it never really bothered him much. But now that he's home, oh, that poor man, running eyes, can't breathe, just terrible.
Oh,
so,
Gary, come on.
So anyway, I could spend 20 hours a day in the gazebo because
Yes.
it's my favorite place. And he sits out there for 10 or 15 minutes
He's
and he's
had enough.
sneezing and he can't stand it. And I'm going, please just stay a few more minutes. And he goes, hon, I can't stand it. I can't sit out here.
Aw.
So I don't spend as much time out there as I would like to.
Or
but-
is Gary just pretending?
Oh, no, he's
I'm
not,
kidding.
believe me. If you looked at him, you would know.
I feel bad for people that have allergies like that. That's
I
not
used to
fun.
have them all my life. I
Yeah.
used to get shots for them when I was a
Really?
teenager. Yeah. And I completely outgrew it, and he never had them all his life. When he quit smoking, he grew into allergies.
Unbelievable, eh?
Poor guy.
So we are very excited. So we had announced a while back that we were launching Gemus Homes.
Yes.
And we have officially wrapped all the preparation up, and we purchased a lot out in Kingsville on Mulberry a while back, about a month or so ago, and we just got word that from Urca and in the town of Kingsville that we're all set to go. So we should start digging this week. So we're building a home out there and it'll be for sale. It'll be at 4 Mulberry in Kingsville, a ranch, an 1,830 square foot ranch. A beautiful home, and that's going up starting this week.
Yep, that's exciting.
So you can find more information on our website, dangemus.com, and so it'll be the start of Gemus Homes, and we're super excited for that next chapter in our group of companies, and
yep,
it'll be good to be able to offer that to people out there, to clients, and to home buyers.
Number one of many.
Number one of many. We've already got lots finalized in Amherstburg, and a little development that's in the works out there as well. So we have lots on the go. So we're super excited about that. But it's one of those things where we've over the years, Kathy as well as myself, we've sold a lot of new homes from a lot of different from pretty much every builder out in Windsor, Essex. Yeah. And we're just excited to kind of give our own take on the process and be able to control the whole process for home buyers is a big thing for the team. And not only will they, get to experience the sales aspect with our team, but Gemus Homes and Doobie's Home Center. So we bought Doobie's last January of 2016, and we're just literally weeks away from the final renovations there to include cabinetry. Windows and doors are now available at the store out in Amherstburg. Flooring, paint, windows, doors, interior doors, plumbing fixtures, so your faucets, your tubs, your sinks.
Window coverings.
Yeah, literally everything to finish the interior of a house or renovate the interior of a house is available at Doobie's Home Center now. And if anyone has ever purchased or bought a home with the Dan Gemus team in the past, all of our past clients and current clients of the team, so as long as you're considered a current client, doesn't matter how long ago you sold or bought a house with us, you save on everything at Doobie's Home Center.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so anybody that's considering buying or selling, if you utilize the services of the Dan Gemus team, you will save on everything you need to renovate, including paint, flooring, window coverings, cabinets, everything for the inside of the house.
Yeah, people are pretty surprised.
Yes.
Like they go over there and they start looking around and wow, like one-stop shopping. They can't believe it.
When you drive up to the building at Doobie's, it looks tiny, right?
It does look really small.
It looks very small, but they don't realize it's literally half a block long. The building is over 10,000 square feet. So it's a massive building. People always walk in saying, "Oh my gosh, it looks like a house from the front."
That's really
like
pretty.
The size of a regular house, like a little ranch bungalow, right? And then you walk in, and it goes as deep as it's half block deep. So people are like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah, and then the whole
2
second
floors.
floor, right?
Yep.
Does Doobie sell anything for exterior renovations?
Siding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So siding, exterior paint, the stone veneer. It sells exterior stuff as well. Awesome. But so with windows and doors, we are carrying Pollard windows and doors, which is they're Ontario made and one of the largest window and door manufacturers in the country. So we are their only showroom here in Windsor, Essex, and so if you are looking at window and door renovations, Jennifer Wallace is our new window and door sales representative out at the store. So we're very excited. She's been in the window and door industry for 10 years. And, we're very excited to have her on board. And she started a couple weeks ago, and she's already been doing quotes for windows and doors.
Excellent.
So we're very excited. So lots happening over at Doobie's Home Center out in Amherstburg, 269 Ramsey Street
beautiful downtown
Amherstburg.
Amherstburg,
Oh, and actually, while we're on the topic.
Yes.
Duffy's.
Yes.
They started tearing down Duffy's this week. If anybody has been out there and you've driven by Duffy's over the years, it's been there for how long? It's been there forever.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
It is crazy. It takes how long to build something? Not that long to tear it down, right?
I know.
So I know Jones Group has started the demolition this past week, and the one building is already down. We did
it
an
looks
interview.
so different because it's been there all my life. And, I know you take it for granted when you drive by it every day all your life, but then when it's gone, like when you're on Boblo and you look across, that's what you see, right? Is Duffy's with the big arches and all the thing. And now you go there and it's a hole, not a hole, but a, I don't know. It's almost sad.
Void. It's a void, right?
It's a big void.
Well, it's history, right?
Yeah, until you get what replaces it, and it's going to be so beautiful. But right now, it's kind of sad.
It's going to be stunning. I'm telling you, Amherstburg already has, in my opinion, one of the
nicest waterfront.
The nicest waterfront park, and it's just gorgeous, right? Add this to the mix. Once this is done, it is going to be stunning. And it's funny because Andrew and I went out this week on Thursday or Friday. Andrew, it was Friday. On Friday. To do an interview with the mayor, with Aldo DiCarlo, right in front of the demolition. We're doing a bit of a feature. Andrew and Jacob, our media department, went out and got some drone footage of the day they started the demolition, that kind of thing, to do an online feature. And so we meet the mayor out there to do a feature in front of the demolition. And of course, I get out there that morning, and I said, it's going to start raining. Of course, on us while doing this interview. And, we're in the middle of the interview, and it starts, I wouldn't say pouring, but it was raining at a steady pace. So we got a little wet, but we just kept on going, kept on trucking. Mary did a good job as always. But so lots happening out that way, and huge props to John Michelli, the town CAO, who has been doing great work out in Amherstburg. And I actually talked to him a couple days ago. I want to get him on the show again.
Mm-hmm. He's so
talk
passionate
about all those
about our
things
town.
happening. Oh yeah,
I love listening to him.
It's great. So we'll have him coming up. But yeah, great work out there from the town of Amherstburg, and lots of great things happening. But let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the escalation clause I was telling you about earlier, and what that means, and what's happening, and I'll talk, and what,
More changes.
More
There's always
changes.
more
But,
changes.
okay, lots more to come right here on Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.
Spring has sprung. Hi, everyone. Dan Gemus here, broker-owner of the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team and host of the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. right here on AM 800. Now, as you may hear us talking about on our show every now and then, spring is notoriously the busiest time of year in real estate. If you're thinking of making a move, the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team would love to help. Give us a call 7 days a week at 519-566-5565. That's 519-566-5565. Or find us online at dangemus.com.
You don't need to be in the big leagues to have the heart of a champion. Some players play hard and leave the field with a smile on their face. They do it purely for the love of the game and the team. If you know a minor sports team that embodies the spirit of the game, nominate them for the Windsor Canadian Tire Minor Sports Team of the Week. Enter any minor sports team online at am800cklw.com or at ctvwindsor.com. Listen Wednesday mornings at 8:10 with Steve Bell on AM 800 and with Bob Belichico on CTV Windsor News at 6 as they announce the winning team of the week. Each player on the winning team will score a $10 Canadian Tire gift card and a $50 Canadian Tire gift card for equipment for the team. The Windsor Canadian Tire Minor Sports Team of the Week, brought to you by AM 800 CKLW, CTV Windsor, and your Windsor Canadian Tire, with the largest selection and great weekly specials on all your sports equipment needs.
Put some passion in your ride.
Hey, it's Lindsay Belanger from Tilbury Auto Sales and RV. We want you to know if you're looking for a pre-owned quality car or truck, we want you to visit TilburyAutoSales.com and check out Backline Bargains now for great deals and excellent financing. Boats, pontoons, wave runners, scooters, side-by-side, UTVs, ATVs, dirt bikes, motorcycles, toy haulers, travel trailers, fifth wheels, RVs, cars, vans, SUVs. Stop by our location off the number 2 and 401 in Tilbury.
Now the forecast from the AM 800 Weather Center. Sunday shaping up to look a lot like Saturday did. Lots of sunshine today. Windy again. The high getting up to 31. That's a bit better than what it was yesterday. A bit humid as well today for this evening. Looks like it's going to be a clear night on the way. Low down to 24 for tomorrow. You're back to the work week. Lots of sunshine again. Even hotter. The high at 33. You get to Tuesday, a mix of sun and clouds. Slight chance of rain. The high at 31. Much the same on Wednesday, but starts to cool down. The high at 27.
Life is meant to be lived well, and a rewarding career is a great way to improve your happiness. There are hundreds of employers currently looking for people with the right skills, and career training from Trios College Business Technology Healthcare will teach you those skills and more. From industry-specific training through to resume and job coaching, Trios is here to support you on your path to an exciting new career. Visit Trios.com today for more info on our programs. Trios. Discover a richer, more rewarding future.
Tim Hortons presents the perfect latte. Freshly ground premium Arabica espresso beans, balanced with freshly steamed milk. Only $2.99 plus taxes. Just say latte at your neighborhood Tim's. Tim Hortons' new perfectly uncomplicated latte. Price may vary by region at participating restaurants.
Dad's Big Day deserves an extra big celebration. It's another Big Red Weekend of amazing savings today till Sunday at your local Canadian Tire stores. 4 days of incredible savings of up to 75% on selected tools, sporting goods, household items, and more. Amazing buys on mowers, cordless combo kits, pressure washers, and the ultimate Father's Day treat, a 65-inch flat screen TV. See flyer for details and save up to 75% on gifts Dad really wants during the Big Red Weekend at your local Canadian Tire stores.
Spend Sundays with AM 800. Hired, fired, retired? The Employment Law Show later today at 1:05. This is the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show, an advertising feature on AM 800.
Welcome back to the show. Now, this is a controversial thing that has been talked about in the real estate industry, mostly out in the GTA area, and typically whatever happens in the GTA area kind of starts funneling itself through the industry nationwide. And it's called the escalation clause, and it's been talk for the last, I would say, about a month or so we've been hearing about it. And I, in my